many celebrities went to Diddy's house thinking they was finna dance?
No.
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach.
To be gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room and nigga, come here. Is that two niggas kissing?
You ever wonder how many celebrities walked into Diddy's mansion thinking they were just going for a party and walked into something very different? Katt Williams once joked about it, but Terrence Howard? He's saying it straight. Terrence just dropped bombshells on the PBD podcast, claiming Hollywood power players, and specifically Diddy, have used fame as bait to strip men of their integrity. And now Katt is backing him up, saying this isn't new, it's just finally being heard.
How does that feel? You a grown-ass man. You gotta leave Diddy's party like that. You can't even sit down in the car. You gotta drive all the way home, standing up.
Well, when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through.
So, are Terrence and Katt about to team up and really expose the dark side of the industry? Rumor has it, they might be cooking up a podcast to do exactly that. Terrence laid it all out. In Hollywood, some men give up their man card just to level up. He wasn't talking metaphorically. He meant literally giving up their masculinity to gain favor, opportunities, or protection. His words, "You only come into this world a man once. If you give that up, you don't get it back."
That was all the people that went to the Puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there, because they get fluid, and next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication.
He said this isn't just about rumors or gossip. This is what happens behind the closed doors of Hollywood's elite circles. Diddy's parties, for example, they're not just social events. According to Terrence, there are rooms you walk into where you can't unsee what's happening. And the biggest shock? Terrence claimed Diddy tried to make a move on him, posing as someone interested in working together, first as an acting coach, then pretending he wanted to hear Terrence's music. But it quickly became clear that wasn't the real agenda. Terrence's assistant tipped him off. Diddy wasn't looking for a collaboration. He was allegedly looking for something else. Terrence cut contact immediately. He also revealed he's had multiple producers come at him with shady offers, only to get shut down. Terrence made it clear, when you approach a real man the wrong way, you'll get a real reaction. And he doesn't regret standing his ground, even if it cost him roles. Social media went into a frenzy. This isn't the kind of stuff A-list actors typically talk about, but here's the thing. Terrence isn't the first to say it. Katt Williams has been screaming this from the mountaintops for years. People called him crazy. Now, they're listening.
I owe you a dinner, man. I owe you. I obviously can't afford to get anything else.
Like I told Puffy, I don't let men take me out, sir. I'm good. I'll do no dinner. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say I'm so free.
Katt told Fat Joe flat out, "I don't let men take me out. I don't do dinner like that." He said Diddy tried to party with him too, and he said no every time. He even turned down $50 million on multiple occasions to avoid compromising himself. He says he has receipts for everything and believes his career was slowed down because he wouldn't play the game. Now that Terrence is speaking out too, fans are losing it. People are begging for a Katt and Terrence podcast. One viral post said it best. If these two ever get in a room together, Hollywood's in trouble. Both men believe there's an agenda in the entertainment industry, especially when it comes to black male actors. An agenda to feminize, control, and compromise. And they're not alone. Eddie Griffin was calling this out back in the 90s. In his movie Foolish, there's a scene where execs try to convince his character to wear a dress to break into Hollywood. He delivers a line that's still legendary: "Kiss my black." Fast forward to Dave Chappelle, who told Oprah he was pressured to wear a dress for a movie with Martin Lawrence. He refused, and soon after, Dave walked away from a $50 million contract with Comedy Central. Sound familiar? Even Kevin Hart, who once said he'd never wear a dress, later did so on SNL. After that, his career exploded. That single sketch raised a lot of eyebrows, and Katt Williams took notice. He said the dress is like a rite of passage in Hollywood for those willing to play ball.
Number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room.
So what do you think? It's never been done before. 3 lovable drag queens driving cross-country, helping Middle America solve its problems.
Y'all want me to wear a dress?
Foolish. This isn't a throwaway role. You'll be carrying the emotional energy of the movie.
Man, it's not that I don't appreciate the offer, because I do, but there's a lot of money involved.
We're talking a major motion picture here, Foolish.
I don't know, man.
Harrison.
That's Harrison. So I guess that's me.
Yep. That's it. Yeah. Love it, Foolish.
I ain't feeling that, man. Can I just say something that every actor probably want to say to a couple of gentlemen like yourselves?
Sure. Anything you want to say?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Kiss my black.
Katt connected it to something deeper. He believes there's a system in place, call it the Illuminati, or just powerful gatekeepers, that rewards those who conform and punishes those who resist. And he says he's been punched in the face by that system for refusing to bow. Now Terrence is joining that chorus. He says black men in Hollywood are being asked to tone it down, soften up, or be sidelined. He refused to wear a dress. He refused to be someone else's puppet. And he believes that's why he was pushed out of major roles, including Iron Man 2. He says, "I'm not raising sheep, I raised men." Terrence also pointed out how white male actors are allowed to be both strong and likable, but when a black man walks in with power and presence, suddenly he's too intense or difficult to work with, and he's not sugarcoating it. They want us to lose the bass in our voice, the vertebrae in our spine, Now, as expected, some people are calling all of this conspiracy talk. Others say we've got bigger issues than who wears a dress in a movie. But a growing number of fans believe these guys are telling the truth and risking a lot by doing so. And here's what makes it wild. This story's not going away. Because if Terrence and Katt do launch that podcast, you better believe more names are going to be dropped, more doors are going to be opened, and more secrets will be exposed. So, what do you think? Are Terrence Howard and Katt Williams speaking uncomfortable truths? Or are they just stirring the pot? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because if these two really do join forces, we're going to see Hollywood like never before. And trust me, this is only the beginning.